Life has a funny way of throwing curveballs. It will knock you down, guaranteed. It's not a matter of if, but when. And when that moment comes, it's how you respond that truly matters. Will you stay down, defeated, or will you find the strength to rise again? Everyone, without exception, faces a wall, a seemingly insurmountable obstacle standing in their path. It looms large, casting a shadow of doubt and fear. Adversity, struggle, a relentless uphill battle that tests your limits, rock bottom. That moment when you feel like you have nothing left to give, when hope seems like a distant memory. That wall whispers you're not enough, that you're not strong enough, smart enough, or capable enough to overcome it. It magnifies your failures, highlighting every misstep and setback, making you question your worth and potential. And it tempts you to quit, to give up on your dreams and settle for a life of mediocrity. It whispers that it's easier to walk away than to face the challenge head-on. But here's the truth. A truth that can change everything if you embrace it. The wall isn't there to stop you. It's not a dead end, but rather a turning point. It's there to reveal what you're made of, to unearth the resilience and strength you never knew you possessed. It's a test of your will and heart, a crucible where your character is forged and refined. When you're backed against that wall, feeling trapped and overwhelmed, you have a choice. A pivotal decision that will shape your destiny. Let it crush you, succumb to the pressure, and allow it to define you, or push back, fight for your dreams, and prove that you are stronger than any obstacle. This isn't your final chapter. Your story is far from over. The moment you decide to get up, to dust yourself off and face the wall once more, that's what defines you. Your resilience, your determination, your unwavering spirit. Not the fall, the temporary setback, but the rise, the triumphant return, the unwavering climb back to the top. Every journey, no matter how daunting, starts with that first defiant step. A step of courage, a step of hope, a step towards your dreams. The wall is your opportunity, an opportunity to grow, to learn, and to become the best version of yourself. What will you do when you face it? Will you cower in fear, or will you rise to the occasion and conquer it? The choice is yours. The roar of the crowd, the thrill of the game, the camaraderie of the team, it all vanished in an instant. My dream, the one I had chased since I was a kid, the dream of playing pro football, ended abruptly with a single, devastating phone call. It was a moment that would redefine everything. I was cut, released, told I wasn't good enough. The words echoed in my mind, each syllable a hammer blow to my confidence. With my head hung low, I flew home, broke, not just financially but emotionally and spiritually. The weight of failure pressed down on me with every mile. I remember emptying my pockets as I walked through the door. All I had to my name was just $7 in my pocket. 7 crumpled dollars. I felt like a failure, utterly lost and completely defeated. The future I had envisioned had crumbled before my eyes, leaving me with nothing but uncertainty and despair. The weight of disappointment was crushing, suffocating. It felt like the end of the world. I was lost in the darkness, unsure of which way to turn. But slowly, amidst the despair, a new voice, a tiny spark of resilience grew inside me. It was faint at first, barely audible above the din of negativity. It reminded me of my discipline, the countless hours of training, the sacrifices I had made. It reminded me of my family, their unwavering support, and my roots, the values they instilled in me. I realized pain is temporary, a fleeting moment in the grand scheme of things, but quitting lasts forever. It's a decision that echoes through time, a constant reminder of what could have been. I had a choice, a pivotal fork in the road. I could let this be the end, succumb to the weight of failure, or I could use it as fuel, as the catalyst for something greater. That was my turning point, the moment I decided to fight back. I vowed never to be that broke again, never to feel that helpless and vulnerable, not just in money, but in spirit, in my sense of self-worth and my belief in my own abilities. I realized I couldn't control being cut, the decisions of others, or the circumstances life threw my way. But I could control my work ethic, my dedication, and my commitment to excellence. And most importantly, I could control my attitude, my perspective, and my unwavering belief in a brighter future. That $7, that symbol of rock bottom, became my anchor and my fire, a constant reminder of where I had been and what I never wanted to experience again. Rock bottom became my foundation, the solid ground upon which I would rebuild my life. Every setback since has been built on that moment, on the lessons I learned and the strength I discovered in the face of adversity. Your lowest point, the moment you feel like you have nothing left, can be your greatest beginning, the launching pad for extraordinary growth and achievement. Use it, embrace the struggle, rise from it stronger, wiser, and more determined than ever before. Picture a boxer, the embodiment of strength and discipline, standing in the center of the ring. Battered and exhausted, sweat dripping like rain, each breath a monumental effort. Knocked down in the final round, the roar of the crowd fading into a dull hum. The crowd is a blur of faces and noise, a sea of expectations. Pain is everywhere, a searing reminder of the battle waged. And quitting would be easy, a sweet release from the agony. The canvas calls, offering a silent surrender. But then he hears the echo, a faint whisper at first, growing stronger with each passing second. The echo of every early morning run, the biting wind, the sun barely peeking over the horizon, every lonely practice, the countless hours honing his craft. That echo is his purpose, his why. The reason he laced up his gloves in the first place, the fire that burns within. It reminds him, this knockdown isn't the end, it's merely a test, a challenge to his will, a measure of his heart. Regret hurts more than any punch. The sting of failure lasts far longer than any physical pain. He pushes off the mat, legs shaking, a symphony of protest from tired muscles, vision blurry, the world tilting on its axis. The real battle isn't against his opponent, the man standing across the ring, it's against the voice that says, stay down. The insidious whisper of doubt, the temptation to give in. He stands up at 9, defying gravity, defying expectations, defying his own limitations. The crowd erupts. A wave of sound, a testament to the human spirit, a roar of approval. Win or lose, he's already won the most important fight. The fight against himself, the battle against his inner demons. He chose to rise. He chose to fight. He chose to believe. That's what defines a champion. Not the trophies, the accolades, the fleeting moments of glory, but the decision to get back up, the unwavering resolve to face adversity, the refusal to be defined by failure. The victory is over yourself, conquering your fears, silencing your doubts, becoming the best version of yourself. Every time you rise, you rewrite your story, you redefine your limits, you inspire others to do the same. That's the echo that matters, the echo of resilience, the echo of determination, the echo of unwavering belief. Listen to it, let it guide you, let it empower you, let it remind you of who you truly are. A young musician dreams of the stage, but her reality is hours alone, practicing in a cramped room. Her fingers ache, mistakes echo, and frustration grows. She sees others succeed and doubts herself. The grind is invisible. No one sees the lonely repetitions. One day after a rough practice, she almost quits. But she remembers why she started. The love of music, not applause. She plays again, not for perfection, but for passion. It's not flawless, but it's real. The journey is about showing up, loving the process, and growing through struggle. Unseen repetitions build character, not just skill. Discipline turns dreams into reality. That's how greatness is made. We've seen the $7 moment, the boxer, the musician, different stories, same spirit. Now it's about you. What's your wall, your $7, your challenge? Don't run from it, face it. Inside struggle is your strength, inside failure is your fuel. Rock bottom is your launch pad. Every setback is wood for your fire. The comeback is always greater than the setback. When you want to quit, remember you have the power to rise. It's a choice, one step, one act of discipline, one act of belief. Your arena is waiting. Don't give up. Be the hero of your own story. It's your turn to rise. Let's get to work.